Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Thursday's Market Situation Report, or SITREP, here at TGO. That's Top Gun Options. And just giving you a heads up, folks, we're going to open up our squadron, our training squadron, for a full week of live trading and trading starting next Tuesday, March 26th. It's absolutely free to attend all these live trade briefs, and if you can't attend, don't worry about it. We'll send you the replay. All you have to do to register for next week's full week of live trading and training is head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That stands for Full Throttle. We're going to teach you next week how to take your portfolio full throttle and also to potentially hedge against losses as we sit up here kind of hypoxic on this rip-your-face-off Fed rally. Real quick, if you're a member, we're going to be doing our Analyze Your Trade and Debrief at 1 o'clock. Going to be covering our FXI weekly options bear call spread that is currently up 93%. This trade is, let's just take a look at it. This bear call spread is up $2,240 in 3 days. And the max potential profit on that trade was $2,400. So let's close it out, right? Pigs get slaughtered. That trade was risking $5,600 and is right now, like I just said, at $2,240. Folks, right there, one trade in a weekly options trade potentially pays for an annual membership here at TGO. So you don't want to miss our Full Throttle next week because we're going to be talking about China. We have another China trade on that's looking very well as well and might expire tomorrow for a profit of $2,250. So really, really good stuff going on here. Let's start down south, though. Brazil, the EWZ is kind of getting kicked in the teeth right now. That's the Brazilian ETF because Brazil's former president, Temer, has been arrested as part of this car wash probe. I know some of the people in this probe. Many of you remember for about a year and a half, I spoke on behalf of JBS, one of the largest meat packing companies in the world. Obviously, couple of their heavies, Wesley Batista and his brother, ended up, I think they were out of jail. I think they paid like the highest bail in the nation's history, like $1 billion or something like that. But so I'm familiar with some of the people in this. But Brazil, still a good story, man. The president had a good meeting with Bolsonaro the other day. The Trump of the tropics really appears like he is going to be doing some good work, trying to overhaul the military pension system and a bunch of other good stuff. So still bullish on EWZ, even though it's getting kicked in the teeth a little bit based on the Temer news. In other news, we're still waiting for Godot with the trade deal. Looks like Mnuchin, Mr. Magoo, Lighthizer, all these guys are going to hop on an airplane and head out to China next week and try and continue negotiations, trying to wrap this thing up by April for maybe a June signing date. But again, whoever you point to as, hey, this guy's lead on China negotiations, they're not. This dude's lead on China negotiations. So that's what the Chinese are a little worried about is Trump. They saw him walk out of the summit with Kim in North Korea, just got up and left, and they don't want President Xi flying to the United States and having the president pull something like that. So very bearish on FXI up and until we get a trade deal, and then even then, to be honest with you, I don't know if we're gonna have this rip your face off rally that I thought we would when we get a trade deal. So stocks are edging higher, lifted by tech today. Amazon's looking pretty good. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit, but I got to be honest with you folks. Yesterday, if I thought the Fed was dead before, now it's 6 feet deeper than it was originally. The Fed's completely dead, folks. Jerome Powell says the economy's doing great, but then it's not doing great. His press conference was full of highs and lows. They couldn't. I was going to say they couldn't have been more dovish, but I guess the next dovish step out of Jerome Powell is to cut interest rates or to start pumping money into the market again with QE. What an absolute blink yesterday. So the initial reaction was positive. Then the market sold off. Why? Because, folks, if Jerome Powell is not raising interest rates for the rest of this year, what's wrong with the economy? Right? So me thinketh the man speak with forked tongue, to be honest with you. If things are so great, why aren't you raising interest rates? So anyway, folks, the Fed's done. There's absolutely a Jerome Powell put underneath this market. And in the absence of just some horrific event, Black swan event, this market's going to go higher. It's annoying, to be honest with you, but you have to trade the market you have, not the one you want. We've been pounding Google lately. The chairman of Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Joseph Dunford, testified in front of the Senate a couple weeks ago or a week and a half ago that Google's helping the Chinese military. There you go. Another reason to be bullish on Amazon is they are an American company, and Jeff Bezos said, we will work with the Pentagon. But also their B2B offerings is probably, I love this headline, there's a business growing within Amazon that could be worth more than retail or cloud. We're going to be talking about getting more bullish on Amazon. This week also saw FedEx get a big hit, warning of a global growth slowdown. It looks like there's a little bit of insider trading yesterday too, or the other day. Mysterious selling in FedEx on Tuesday, right before the earnings took place. Massive dumping of the stock. That wasn't luck. So hopefully the government's investigating this, because that ain't right. Still can't stand Facebook. We laughed a couple weeks ago when Zuckerberg says, I don't know how I'm going to make money on this new Facebook. And in other news breaking today, Facebook employees had access to millions of user passwords. Not millions. How about hundreds of millions? The incident may have affected between 200 and 600 million customers since 2012. It's a great headline. Can't stand that company. FBI joining the criminal probe into Boeing 737 MAX certification. That's not good. Whenever you get a criminal investigation, as the investigations into 2 crashes are going on, they know something. They just didn't wake up and say, hey, let's see what's going on. That doesn't bode well for Boeing, and it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. The FBI doesn't wake up and just launch criminal probes if they don't think there was some wrongdoing. Not good news for Boeing. As we talked about yesterday, this thing's kind of on a cliff, and I think it's going to head lower. We're going to talk about Boeing as well at 1 o'clock. So on that note, let me go get ready for our 1 o'clock brief. Head to go.topgunoptions.com/FT. That stands for Full Throttle, and come trade with us free for a full week. Usually we charge for this, not charging for Full Throttle. We're just going to open up the doors, and I'm going to treat you like a regular current member, and you can see what we do here at TGO. Okay? Have a great rest of your day. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge, and God bless. I'll talk to you guys later.